Part 2 of Stardust's true story. And that's the doctor, and that's Stardust. Stardust looked at the baker. She felt very bad, and then her horn started to glow. Derpy stared at the small filly's horn as it started to glow brighter and brighter. Then suddenly, the wrinkles on the griffin started to disappear faster than Derpy can eat a muffin. Then, soon enough, he seemed like he was 20 again. Then Stardust's magic was completely drained and passed out right on the floor. Then the baker realized there was a giant building inside his baking kitchen. He yelled at one of them to get it out. Then Derpy told him, "Sorry, mister, we didn't know the TARDIS would teleport us here." The doctor grabbed Ditsy, and Derpy threw Stardust onto her back and trotted into the TARDIS. The doctor put Derpy's little daughter Dinky right next to the front door. Dinky walked off to her room, and then the doctor locked the door and got ready for travel. Stardust was still very tired from all that magic she used. Derpy put her to bed. Then Dinky decided she should go to bed too, because they got an early start in the morning for school. Derpy said that's a great idea, and the doctor and Derpy also went to bed after they returned home. Then, the next day, Dinky and Stardust decided they'd walk to school together. Dinky got a cute little hat on because today was a great day. Today's was Harps and Hooves Day. And Dinky thought that today Stardust should wear her wings loud and proud. Well, and Stardust thought it wasn't very a good idea. What if Celestia found out and took her away from everyone? Dinky realized that could have happened. Dinky said she was sorry to try to change it, and Dinky helped her tie the knot, a double knot to make sure it was on straight. And they put it over her wings and her flank, and they headed out. Once again, as soon as she walked through the door, Dinky took a seat. And then when Stardust was about to take a seat, Diamond Tiara pushed her out of the seat and sat there. Then, the seat next to it, Stardust got up and tried to sit in that. Then Silver Spoon came out of nowhere and elbowed her out of the way. She sat down, and then every desk was taken. Dinky felt so bad. So did Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Scootaloo. Scootaloo saw everything and was ready to explode. Scootaloo sat on the floor along with Stardust and tried to cheer her up, but she was very upset. She started to cry. Apple Bloom jumped out of her chair. So did Sweetie Belle, and Dinky's horn started to glow. Charlie wasn't in the room at the time, and all the other students were just talking to each other. Then Scootaloo tackled Diamond Tiara. Dinky's horn hit Silver Spoon. Apple Bloom kicked Diamond Tiara's crown and broke it against the wall. And Sweetie Belle took the apple she was going to give to Cheerily and cracked it over Silver Spoon's head. Stardust was just sitting on the floor. She didn't see anything through her wet eyes. Miss Cheerily walked in and saw Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon being almost completely destroyed by Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Ditsy. Cheerily couldn't take it anymore and said, "Enough! Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, Ditsy, and Scootaloo, I want to see you in my classroom after school. And Dinky, I hope you brought your homework. Dinky forgot her homework in the TARDIS. She's about to tell Miss Shirley, but then Stardust said, she has it right here. She gave it to me for safekeeping. It had a few tears on it, but when she handed it to Miss Shirley saw the tears running down her face. Then Miss Shirley asked what happened. After Stardust explained it, she smiled and said, Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Ditzy, you do not have to come to class after the bell rings. Then she narrowed her eyes and yelled, Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, I want to see you here tomorrow with your parents. Silver Spoon nearly crushed her glasses when she heard it. Diamond Tiara was trying to put her crown back together. She barely even heard Miss Shirley trying to put her crown back together. Stardust sat in the seat that she was about to sit before Diamond Tiara came in. After class, they walked out, went back to the TARDIS, and sat down next to the doctor. The doctor made a nice feast for Hearts and Hooves Day. Everyone smiled, except for Stardust, frowning and messing with her mashed potatoes. Derpy asked why didn't she eat? Stardust said she was sad and started tossing her corn around. Derpy passed her a muffin from the muffin tray. Derpy said, Don't tell the doctor I gave you this. They were supposed to be for dessert, but I think you deserve dessert before dinner. Derpy winked. Stardust devoured the muffin. And then as soon as the doctor walked in, he said, Did you steal a muffin from the tray? Derpy said, I gave her a muffin, and smiled at the doctor. The doctor smiled back.